What's going on, guys? X Gaming here, and today I'll be playing Deponia. It's been a while since this has been on the channel, a couple of years, so I'm just continuing off where Connor left off, so let's go on.
Whew, what a maneuver. Hey, my suitcase is here too. It must have got entangled in the chain. Just like I planned.
Hey, that went, well. We are on board of the Organon Cruiser, one of the most important of Rufus' steps towards Elysium, and what makes this room especially important is, of course, the introduction of our female protagonist. And what a coincidence, she's right next to me here in the studio, and that's Goal. Hello, Goal!
Hello, Pokey.
Maybe you could just tell us straight from the heart what it was like when you first met Rufus, and also how you cope with the dicey situation right now.
I was told there was a script.
Oh, you... okay, you thought we'd write dialogue and that this whole thing would be in any way organized. Well, we thought it would be a better approach. We just, there's no script.
Right. Really well done.
Well, okay, crap. John, just to get this straight, didn't you say I don't need to write a script? That's what you said, didn't you?
No, Pokey. I said you need to write a script.
Only he didn't. He said I won't cross my heart. I clearly remember him saying,
Oh, another stroke of genius.
yeah, whatever. It's way too exciting right now to listen to our very elaborated developer's commentary anyway, and I can totally understand if you want to be playing now.
Not awkward at all. I'm just going to turn the music down.
Ugh, I'm getting dirt between my teeth already. Ugh, I'd better leave it closed for now. It already has plenty of oil stains. It already has... Nah, I bust my butt to get this... Ugh, I'm getting dirt. I'd better leave it closed for now.
This is unbelievable. This is just impossible. I think I'm getting dizzy.
Are you suffering from vertigo, Miss Gold? You should have stayed in your cabin. It was foolish of you to go against my orders.
What's going on here, Bailiff? Did you know about all this? Just a minute. All of you knew about this, right? The whole Organon is involved in this? Did you really think you could just keep it a secret? Wait until Cletus hears about this.
But you won't be telling him anything about it. You will be a good girl and wait here until the Prime Controller arrives.
And then? What then? I am an Elysian, not one of his office clerks. How does he plan to assure my silence?
Just you wait, Miss Gold. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Holy smoke! A real orbit pixie! I bet you'll be pretty thankful once I've rescued her from the clutches of the Dark Exchequer. Let's go! Rufus to the rescue! Take that!
No, don't! Ah!
What's that? Ah!
Oops, guess that was the wrong lever.
You damned fool! How dare you mess with the plans of the Organon? Men, throw him overboard!
You need to catch me first, but I'm much too fast for you, see? First I'm here, and now I'm gone. Here, gone. Ouch. I was so close. But no, the minute I see a beautiful damsel in distress, wham! Well, I guess that's just who I am. I'm simply a die-hard do-gooder. What's going on here? I haven't seen such a crowd in front of the town hall since the mayor wanted to introduce a tax on the lack of political commitment.
Another big and difficult screen. This is pretty much the crossroads screen, and it also has a scribble done by me. It's in my head very clearly, and I still know how I established the house's visuals. I'm actually a bit proud of the fawn facades and the golden roofs. We, of course, that is Misha and me, put a lot of thought into the composition of the houses. What would they be made of? We actually did concepts of wrecking balls, dredgers, cranes, and garbage trucks, and then disassembled them. And all those engine parts and parts of the hull you never get to see are now jury-rigged roofs. I think that's quite exciting and enjoyable. In this screen, though, I had a little argument with Bart, my lead game designer, as well, who struggled with the abundance of exits and different levels. For example, one towards Tony's shop in the front. You can see it there on the right corner. Or the water tower to the left and all that. Script-wise, this was a huge effort to get everything in there nice and clean. Then you have those long walking passages and so on. He basically threw his hands over his head, going all like, "Oh, Pokey, you can't friggin' do that. The screen is an atrocity." Okay, he doesn't speak like that, but for the sake of story and content, I just wanted this long shot. So, it's a big crossroad screen, kind of an establisher of the town. Like a map. It's something I just desperately wanted. So it's a map, but also an ordinary screen with the flow of the story. And yeah, I got my way. To be honest, I don't know if that was beneficial to the game after all. Actually, I should really listen to what Bada says. I always should listen to what Bada says.
Please form a line, people. Draw a waiting...
Draw a waiting number, and the mayor will see you in a short while.
What's going on here? Did someone refill the peanut jar?
A girl fell from the sky. They say she's a real beauty. The mayor's about to decide who's going to give her shelter.
Yeah, well, I doubt he'll have a hard time to decide once he's heard my story. I saved that girl from the Dark Exchequer. I am responsible for her.
Nice try, buddy, but I've made up a good story too. Mine even has a dragon in it, so move to the back of the line and draw a number like everyone else.
Nice hats. Did I miss a trend or something?
The roofers switched to making hats, because it hasn't rained for months.
I see. And I'm sure the trousers are from the guy who used to make tarps, right?
Hey, my wife made them for me.
Well, thanks for nothing. Where's the girl?
She's lying in the assembly hall. Dr. Gizmo is with her.
They say she's unconscious.
I hope she isn't injured.
So do I. So do I. It's not easy stacking exhaust pipes with broken arms.
The mayor wants to decide what? Who will what? Give her shelter?
Low-Tech thinks the girl should be, integrated into our community, and someone has to nurse her back to health.
I hope the mayor will choose me. She could give me a hand in the mud pits. Ever since I cut my fingertips while scrubbing rust, I tend to get infected cuticles.
You want her to scrub rust for you? That's outrageous.
Why? What do you want the girl for? Rufus?
Rufus!
Huh? Oh, what? Well, how do I get to the mayor?
That's easy.
Take a number and stand at the end of the line.
Couldn't you let me cut in? See, I'm in a bit of a hurry, and...
I see.
Well, if that's the case,
Do you want my chair?
shall we get you something to drink while you're waiting?
We could bake a cake for you, too.
Really? I like cactus cake, but no raisins. Thanks very much. And... Oh. I see. Crap. Now I'm hungry. No, really, let me go first.
Listen, Rufus, a minute ago that was a nice little joke, but now it's half annoying.
And half sad.
The girl belongs to me.
That'll be determined by the mayor.
I'll skedaddle. Hello, Lottie.
You too. You too? Dear me, what a day.
Where's the girl from Elysium?
Princess Sugar... yeah, Princess Sugar Bottom? Oh, she's lying around in the assembly hall. Of course, I knew you came because of her. It's always the same. Always the same. A beautiful young girl in a tight jumpsuit falls from the sky heavily injured, and immediately everyone's falling over themselves to help her. Hussy! Hussy!
I want to see the mayor.
Everyone, everyone does. Take a number and wait your turn.
Can you make an exception and let me in before the others?
It's your turn when your number comes up. No exceptions.
Not even for me?
Especially not for you!
But the line isn't moving at all. Who's next anyway?
Number 62. I think that's Wenzel.
Wenzel is also applying? But Wenzel isn't even here.
Well, it's his turn. Wenzel is up next. No exceptions!
I'll skedaddle.
Don't let the door hit you.
Number 66. Almost my lucky number. This is Wenzel's house. He'll be flabbergasted when he hears about my newest adventure. I bet he'll be pretty disgruntled, because he decided not to come with me. He'll start shaking and get crying fits. Why am I not as cool and daring as you, Rufus? I also want to experience such great excitement. But deep down in his heart, he knows that he just isn't cut out for this. He'll get seriously depressed. Oh boy, I really hope he's home. Wenzel!
Hey, Rufus. Back already? That was really fast this time.
Yeah, this time I almost made it. Unfortunately, like so often, my human kindness got in my own way.
Of course. That darn human kindness of yours. It's always getting into your way, right?
Indeed.
You never get anything done anymore.
Well, there are just too many humans.
They should all be
Drowned in the red rust sea. Exactly.
that darn human kindness. By the way, thanks for all your stuff.
What? Wait, isn't that my chest?
Well, you said I could have your stuff if your plan works out.
But,
And your plan did work out. You just said so yourself, didn't you?
yes, but...
Well, that's settled then.
Have you heard about that woman from Elysium?
Who hasn't? This wouldn't have anything to do with you by any chance.
Hey, you know me. Wherever there's a woman that needs rescuing, I'm there.
You're right. There really does seem to be a connection.
Don't you want to go to the town hall?
To apply for giving shelter to the Elysian woman? The thought has crossed my mind. I even got a waiting number. But then I thought, what have I got to offer?
Yeah, nothing.
If I were rich or found a water vein, I might have a chance. But like this.
How the hell did you manage to open the trunk?
Well, all you have to do is disengage the child-proof lock. But the only thing in there was this weird stick.
That's my father's divining rod.
You think so? Legend has it that it always brought him luck. He found the water vein Kuvak's built on with this very rod.
Yeah? Well, if my father really always had that much luck, then why didn't he manage to take me along when he left Deponia?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Hey, maybe you can find water with the divining rod.
And where, pray tell, would I start to look? In my basement? I should say that's highly improbable.
I was there when the girl fell from the sky.
It's all right. I'm sure it was just an accident.
No, you're getting this all wrong. I saved her.
Of course you did.
By the way, you're holding up the line.
So what? As long as I haven't found a water vein, I don't even have to show up.
By the way, you're holding up the line.
So what? As long as I haven't found a water vein, I don't even have to show up.
Later.
Exactly.
If my impeccable sense of orientation doesn't fail me, I should be under the shower right now. I'm more attractive.
Wenzel lives in a kind of dollhouse. I'm a big fan of screens like that unfold room by room, even though everything happens basically on the same screen. And that's why I took the liberty of doing it exactly that way in this case. We did it in a new beginning as well, in a more limited way, and I'm just very fond of that. It's a great use of adventure visuals. Adventure screens are pretty similar to a theater stage, in fact. There you would do it with lighting, and here we use visuals. when I do the writings for a game, dialogues always come second after the cutscenes. Here I establish the characters and their relationships, and so I did with the relationship between Rufus and Wenzel, and I was glad I could give it some depth via multiple choice dialogue. I'm especially looking forward to the part where Rufus laughs at him, going like, "That's because you're so small." That's the punchline, and I just spoiled it. But with the proper build-up, it's a real comedic jewel. Uh, Additionally, you can enjoy one of the scarce nude scenes in the screen, but that's happening much later, well, depending on when you actually clicked this. So, have fun.
I'm more attractive.
Don't even think about it, Rufus. It's mine now.
But it's a family heirloom.
So, a gift is a gift. Boy, I can hardly wait to give it a try. Maybe I can find a well somewhere near. And once I'm rich,
We'll split 50-50.
I might lend you the rod for a couple of hours. Don't even think about it. It's mine now.
But it's a family heirloom.
So, a gift is a gift. Boy, I can hardly wait to give it a try. Maybe I can find a well somewhere near. And once I'm rich,
We'll split 50-50.
I might lend you the rod for a couple of hours.
Looks like Tony's in her store. If I go in now, her taunting remarks will shower down on me like a hailstorm. Well, what the heck. Let's get this over with.
Well, 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 look who's back. If it isn't Evil Knievel, the man who defied gravity, the conqueror of the sky, the wind jockey, the traveler on his way to the upper spheres. And yet, here he stands, right in front of me. Who'd have thought?
Believe it or not, this time I really made it. I was on board an Organon cruiser. Its destination, Elysium.
And then the longing for me became too much to bear.
I had to choose a life of eternal bliss, which means far away from you, or saving a beautiful Elysian girl from a horrible death.
Yeah, right. Rufus is doing a selfless deed. I would love to laugh, but my belly's still aching from when you were dragged through the junk.
How's business?
Like, when did that interest you ever?
Who says I take an interest? I'm just being extremely polite.
First and foremost, you have an extremely distorted view of yourself.
Oh, that's because my reflection in the mirror is so blindingly bright.
Ugh!
Why so cranky?
Why? You have destroyed my mailbox, devastated my backyard, gobbled down all my food supplies, and if I find out that the disappearance of my favorite pair of boots is connected in any way to the construction of your ridiculous escape pod, may God have mercy on your soul.
I had to carry the black powder in some kind of vessel, didn't I?
What?
Nothing. The first aid cabinet is locked.
What? Did you injure yourself again?
Not yet.
Too bad. You know what? Tell me when you have. I'll have a good long laugh, and then I'll give you the key.
What are those vouchers?
They're gift vouchers. You hand them in at the post office, and they deliver the merchandise.
Cool, I'll take them.
Hey, hands off!
What?
They don't come free.
I thought they were gift vouchers.
Ugh!
I've got to go.
I've been saying that for years, but here you still are.
goal! I have to talk to her. She's gotta know who her savior is.
Rufus, do you have to snoop around here?
Hi, Inspector Gizmo.
That's Dr. Gizmo. As you know, I hold all 3 positions in this emergency station, and right now, I'm a doctor. And as a doctor, I have the right to ask, why are you bothering my patient?
She's an acquaintance of mine. I wanted to see how she's doing. Her name is Gold.
So, the Elysian is an acquaintance of yours, eh? Very funny. Well, as long as your lacking sense of reality doesn't keep me from doing my job, knock yourself out. Look after your acquaintance, but make it snappy. That's enough.
What? Come on!
Enough daydreaming for today. My patient needs rest. Well, at least I guess that she needs rest. In order to know for sure, she would have to wake up first.
She's unconscious. What's wrong with her? What does she need?
To be more conscious, obviously. For further tests, she would have to be awake. Unfortunately, none of my remedies seem to work.
Well, how about some really strong coffee?
Ha! The coffee that can be of help here needs to be brewed.
Doesn't every coffee need to be brewed?
Yes, right, but...
Hey, not to worry, Dr. Gizmo. I have a plan.
Do the world a favor and spare us your plans, Rufus. Your wacky plans have never done anyone any good, except that the mayor granted me a larger file cabinet for patients' histories.
Dr. Gizmo?
What now?
Do you have a stimulant for me?
To make you even more annoying? I don't think so. I've used up most of the stimulants on the patient, but to no avail. I still have some left in the medicine cabinet in my office, but no one except me is allowed to access it.
We'll see about that.
What was that?
Time for me to leave.
That's what I keep telling you.
Well, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Not literally.
We finally reached the town hall, and a character who was supposed to have just a minor support role, who even in the final version, the quote-unquote beautifully animated final version, still looks like my very crude sketch, and that is Lottie, voiced by the talented Tim Bentinck, in the English version at least. Lottie was designed to be a minor character in Deponia, as I said, yet she still makes a reappearance later on. I guess I can't spoil that much. I never intended that, though, and I don't know why this character got so overwhelmingly much positive feedback. In fact, the press in each territory always had a spotlight on Lottie, and I also remember that very long and elaborately mail which I answered with a lot of time and effort, talking to an upset customer who claimed we would ridicule transsexual tendencies in Deponia. I strongly disagreed with this perception of Lottie, and granted, even if her falsetto is exaggerated and cliched, Lottie herself is not a ridiculous character. This part belongs to Rufus, and Rufus alone. Everyone around falls victim to Rufus's ridiculousness. So the most beautiful thing about that is that Rufus actually is neither biased nor intolerant in any way, at least not in a common way. What upsets him is vastly different than the things other ordinary idiots rant about. Ordinary idiots have in fact a certain obligatory intolerance towards others. Rufus, however, he is a special moron. His kind of intolerance is of the liberal kind. He thinks all his fellow people are equally stupid, and that makes him, at least in that regard, very liberal. He treats everyone equally shitty, so no matter the background. This is the last consequence of the liberal thought illustrated in Deponia. Welcome to Deponia. My name is Pokey Pokinson.
Ah, Rufus. I thought you're on your way to Elysium. Have you come back to pay your tab?
Oh, that. Oh, well, listen, Lonzo. I'd planned to do that, but constructing an escape vehicle costs a lot. And,
Don't worry, Rufus. No one here expected you to make it.
Great. Thanks, I guess.
Alright, anyway guys, I'm going to end it here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
One look, the heat is rising, and I've been cold for so long. One touch and we're igniting, setting fire to it all.